Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you another Kmart haul. I specifically went into Kmart because I'm working on a special project highly requested from my last Kmart video, my big wardrobe declutter. So I made a list of all the things that I needed to buy for this declutter and to reset and organize my wardrobe and hopped into Kmart. Well, what can I say? When I hopped into Kmart, the store was pristine. All the shelves were fully stocked, beautiful, just for me to wander around and see what was new. So I thought I'd take you along with me because I saw a few things that were new to me that I thought might be new to you in the laundry, the kitchen, the home, and the storage sections. So before I start my Kmart haul, let's wander around through Kmart and just chat about a few things that I saw there today. In the kitchen section, I saw this groovy oven air fryer basket, which ended up coming home with me. It looks big enough to handle a whole bag of frozen chips, which my electric air fryer struggles with. I love looking at books, and the kitchen section books are smack in the middle of the main thoroughfare in the kitchen area. So I had to take a quick look. And this book by Harriet, Whole by Natural Harry, caught my eye. It is full of beautiful pictures, but also delicious sounding, down-to-earth, plant-based whole food recipe. This grilled zucchini, pea, mint, and parmesan salad caught my eye. The parmesan is actually cashews processed in a food processor to crumbs. Yum, can't wait to try this recipe. In the laundry section, I saw this clothes steamer. If you've purchased one, can you please let me know what you think of it? Is it worthwhile? I might have to go back and grab it if you think that it's worthwhile. I also saw this spin mop, which looks like a dupe for my Veleda, which I love, but this is a fraction of the price. I saw these gorgeous Deluxe ironing board covers, and the Magnolia one caught my eye and made its way into my trolley. And of course, I couldn't not go through the candle section and see what's new. And this set of 3 fragrant candles caught my eye. There's 3 scents: hydrangea and blackcurrant leaf, freesia and rhubarb, and jasmine and peach, which don't they sound divine? But I controlled myself and I left these for another day. Right, so let me show you what I bought in this haul to put order to my chaotic wardrobe and organize it so that in the morning when I'm trying to get ready, everything is neat and in order so that I can put outfits together without stressing too much and be out the door and done in 5 minutes flat. My next video will be a major wardrobe declutter, and when I'm done decluttering, then the fun begins because I'll be able to put everything together in an organized and cohesive manner. But this starts by making sure that all my clothes are folded neatly, and with that in mind, I bought this laundry folding board, which has instructions for how to easily fold t-shirts so that they are all uniformly folded for ease of storing in drawers. And this was only $6.50. Once the t-shirts are folded, then I bought these plastic drawer dividers. These are easily cut to size so that they fit any drawer and help and keep the folded clothes neat and organized. And this only cost $10. I'm not going to show you how all this comes together. You'll have to wait for the next video in my declutter video coming up. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any alerts for when my next video comes up. I also bought another of the under-shelf fridge drawers. Now these are a godsend, not only in a fridge, but also in my wardrobe, as I showed in my last Kmart haul video, where I showed you my hack on how I attached these with double-sided Velcro tapes to the underside of a shelf in my wardrobe. I'll link the video down below in case you haven't seen it, so you can go and have a look at it. Otherwise, I'll show it again when I do my declutter video and reset it and reorganize it all. And I like these because they're small enough, they don't take too much room, but they take up room in that dead underside of the shelf space that sometimes is wasted in wardrobes because you have things underneath that don't go all the way up to the top of the shelf. And if your drawers are deep, then you don't utilize the front part of the shelf. So these give me access to that spot, and I can use them to store any bits and bobs, necklaces, sunglasses. Anyway, I'll show you when I set up my wardrobe. And these were only $6.50. Did I mention that? I currently suffer from a shoe addiction. So my husband created this storage space for all my shoes, which goes right up the wall, up to the ceiling, and across the top of the shelf on one side of my walk-in robe. But even that is not enough. Hence, I bought these 4-pack shoe stackers, which I'm planning on using underneath my shirts on the floor to store things that I use every day, like runners and slippers, etc., rather than use the box that I'm currently using that takes up a lot of space. So watch this space for the next video to see how I use these. When I was trawling the website at home, I put in my shopping cart the rectangular braid rope baskets. When I got into the store and actually saw them in person, they were too small for the function that I wanted to use them for. So instead, I picked up the round braid rope baskets. These are much larger. They're 32 by 35 centimeters. The 35 centimeters refers to diameter, which is a little bit bigger at the top than at the bottom, as you can see. But these I thought would actually suit my purpose a lot better, because at the moment I have large rectangular baskets that sit on top of my walk-in robe, but because they're large, I tend to overstuff them, and when I overstuff them, they get too heavy. So when I need to access them, I have to step up on a step ladder and then bring them down, but they're too heavy and a bit dangerous to take down. Sometimes I have slipped and everything falls down and creates a huge mess. So I thought if I replace those baskets with something a little bit smaller and more manageable, these are still large enough that I can put all my hair tools, hot hair tools that I don't use regularly, hats that I don't need to use in winter or in summer, but it's going to be light enough that I'll be able to pull it off the shelf without causing myself any damage. These were $25 and the smaller ones were $15. I love how the texture is so earthy and yet elegant at the same time, and I love how the handles are built in and create a little bit more of a feature to a standard basket. And then to help me be able to recognize at a glance what is in every one of these baskets, I bought these metal clips, which I'll clip to the edge of the basket like this and write down what's in each basket. So it makes it more easy for me to be organized and identify what's in them without having to pull everything down. For decorative purposes, I bought these 5-meter long LED strip lights with a remote. My youngest daughter has these and she's actually put them in her bedroom all the way around her bed, and it looks so pretty at night when she turns the lights on that I thought I might be able to use these in decorating my walk-in robe. My plan is to attach these along the top edges of the top shelf so that it's out of the way, but because I can access it with a remote, I can then turn it on at night or in the morning when it's still dark and I'm trying to get ready, just to add some ambience and a little bit of a feature to what can be quite a boring space sometimes. These come in 2 lots. There's a 5-meter, which is what I bought, and also a 3-meter. It has 5 modes: fade, flash, smooth, color changing, and strobe, with 16 colors to choose from. I'm sure I'll have fun being able to find just the right color combination for my walk-in robe. And I'll make sure to show you all the features when I show you through my wardrobe declutter in the next video. I also bought a photo frame. This is the 8 by 10 inch photo frame. I've used these all around my house, especially my gallery wall, which I'm going to insert here so you can have a look. But I thought I'd buy these for my walk-in robe to use as decorations. What I'm planning on doing is, the luxury shopping bags that everyone has on Pinterest. I'm thinking what I might do is insert them in here so I can see the logos and use them as decorative pieces in my walk-in robe, just to add a little bit of fun to my wardrobe. And almost last, I wanted to show you these 3 cube shelves. I bought these because I currently store my perfume in my ensuite in a drawer, but it's right at the back of the drawer, so I really only use the front 3 and the others just get forgotten. So I thought if I could put all my perfumes on display, and I thought this would fit the bill, I would be more likely to rotate around my perfumes and share my love around. And I understand that light does compromise the perfume, but my wardrobe is quite dark, and for those few minutes that I'm getting ready or that some lights are on, I don't think it will matter too much to my perfume. I'm not too sure where I'm going to place these yet in my wardrobe. I really only have the main wall as you walk in at the back of the wardrobe, and then a small one on the side here as you walk in, which has got a mirror. Actually, both walls have got mirrors, so I might have to lift the mirrors or drop the mirrors. Anyway, I'll figure it out when I do my declutter and show you in the next video. These were the 3 cube shelves. And lastly, I went in with the intention of buying the 3-tier trolley, which is in the kitchen section. And my intent with that was to store belts and scarves and bits and bobs that are probably easier to access if they're more visible and more likely to be worn if they're more visible, rather than where I store them now, which is hanging by the side of my shoe rack or inside drawers. I know I have 2 drawers of scarves that I hardly ever use, so I'm going to have to do a major declutter. And I thought that that trolley might be a good alternative to be able to store scarves and belts and whatnot. However, when I was in store looking at the kitchen trolleys, I got distracted by these gorgeous kitchen trolleys that are more solid but also more bulky. And I had to consider the purpose of what I was trying to use these trolleys for, and also the space that I have available. Because I'm planning on putting it at the rear of my walk-in robe, where on either side I have hanging clothes, I really don't have that much space. I probably have something like 60 centimeters easily accessible, and I don't want something that sticks out too far from the wall, because then it might take up space from the hanging clothes. So I decided to buy the white Slimline Trolley. This is very heavy, and I'll insert some pictures so it makes it easier for you to see rather than me hold it up, because it is a few kilos. I'm not sure if I'll regret buying this one once I set it up, but from the pictures online, it looks big enough to store what I wanted, and it does have these shelves without proper sides, so I'm concerned it may let things slide out. So I also bought these small cut out edge storage tubs that I'm planning on putting inside the narrow shelves that have a rail on the side, because you'll be able to slot in, and that way things don't fall out this side, which is what the shelves currently potentially might be able to do. Now these are 17 centimeters deep, and the trolley is 20 centimeters deep. So I'm hoping that the thickness of the railing on the sides is enough that will allow me for these to slide right in and allow things to sit in here neatly without falling through the sides. And then as I was walking through to the cash registers, I meandered through the accessory sections in ladies' wear, and I had to pick up this set of 3 gold look thick hoop earrings. Now these come in 3 different sizes, and the 3 of them were only $5. I've bought these before and they last well, provided you don't put perfume on them, which I have done. And what happens then is they tarnish, and then they just lose their luster, and I had to throw them out. But for $5, you know, even if you make a mistake like that, they're cheap enough to replace. And that's it. That's all I bought in this Kmart haul. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. And if you did, please hit the likes button and comment. Let me know what you thought of this little haul and walk through Kmart with me. And if you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any notification of upcoming videos, and specifically my coming wardrobe declutter. Until then, my friends, stay safe and have a fabulous day. Bye.